Okay, we're back. So I put some thought into it and realized we really don't have the MR that we want while wearing this robe of resistance. So as much as I would like to have the resistances that come along with that, you know, I don't think that's in the cards for now. So we'll drop this robe here. And we're going to go into vaults. And we're just going to have to be a little bit careful. When it comes to energy, at least. Speaking of energy, well, a different kind of energy, I'm really hoping that I find a staff of energy soon. This is a shame. This triple crossbow could have been good, but alas, we are lacking a hand. Oh man, I'm marked. Okay, this is okay. We're gonna apocalypse probably. Let's wait until all this stuff is here. Yeah. The apocalypse to clear that stuff out. Would be really nice if we had passage. But we don't. Yara's might be a good call. In fact, we have the Book of Enchantments, so wouldn't really be a big deal to memorize it either. Just have to make some room. And deflect missiles would be good. Oh. Okay, we don't want to be next to this stuff. Unfortunately, we're going to have to blink. And I am going to cause fear. Cause fear again. And we rest up. Rest the mark off. Okay, let's think about our spells for a second. What am I not using? Haunt and Dragon Form? Well, it's going to be a really long time until I have those online. So, I'm thinking we drop one of these. Let's go with Haunt. We definitely want Deflect Missiles. Actually, let's do both. Just gonna have to live without those. Okay, now we have Yaras. We have Yaras and we have Deflect Missiles. That's a significant power boost. It's good to have a significant power boost. He can confuse and slow me. Let's take a step. Let's fear this thing. Let's staff form. Okay, this guy's not so bad. I was gonna be a little worried if it was the LCS guy, but no big deal. Really? A mark trap? Okay, this thing has distortion. And it teleports me. What a shame. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do to avoid being marked. I could put some dudes in between me and him. I could use more summons, I guess. I could play that a little more slowly. I don't know how quickly Ice Beasts would deal with him. That's why I really wish I had Shadow Creatures, because it's like the magic level 6, you know, where Gnolls are able to cast pretty easily. I guess I could use Mana Vipers. That would be kind of good. But we're almost out of amnesia, so I'm not sure about memorizing more things. It's not like we can swap to Sif Muna. It's just not an option. Okay, that's Vaults 1. Let's see if we can punch this thing to death, and then Power Leap to finish it. I left because he could banish me, among other things. You know, I could see this character having a really hard time in Zot, unless I had level 7 spells. Paralyze. Well, let's try to kill him with the bolt. Should I immolate? I think I want to immolate all this stuff. Well, we're taking some damage from the stun giant, so let's reset. Yeah, Bolt of Magma. Surprisingly good choice. Normally not so good because it's 3 schools, but, well, and for other reasons, but on this Gnoll, it's working out quite nicely. Since we have to train it all at the same time. I probably mentioned that before already, but I do find it interesting. Rest up. Wow, that is surprising. That the bolt didn't work to kill him. Only a couple have noticed me. But I mean, with the power of cause fear, I can just use it and then fight the ones that are remaining. That's the funniest thing. And it lets me... I mean, they'll come back usually, but... not in time to stop me from killing my buddies. Well, that's not good. We don't want to get LCS'd. My instinct is to teleport here, or perhaps summon. Scroll summoning. I burned through my mana faster than I should have. Oh, sorry about that. I accidentally hit my microphone there. Alright, so I'm gonna Ambrosia, I think. And then I'm gonna cure immediately, just to get a little bit of mana back. We'll punch this thing. It's being surprisingly nice about not LCSing me. There we go. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I will bolt this stuff. Okay, not bad. It would be kind of nice if we had a different bolt spell, but I think magma is going to do the most damage. It's going to be, well, it's gonna have as high of spell power as anything else at that level. I'd have to look at the actual formula, but it doesn't really matter because my only alternative right now is Bolt of Venom and Bolt of Draining anyway. So I guess Bolt of Draining would probably be better since the debuff. Really don't like fighting these ogre mages. We still have that chance to get paralyzed. Actually, I should have deflect missiles up. Thought I put that up already, but maybe not. Okay, so he's frightened, so he blinks towards me. I mean, I understand blink is random, but that's cute to say the least. Oh no. Oh, oh, okay, okay. I tried to walk. And walked into an invisible thing, so that could have been very bad. As for you, you can hit for 50 damage. I think I'm going to have to... I was trying to Yara's him to keep him from doing this, but I think I'm going to have to teleport after all. And here we are. All right. He's got Crystal Spear. It's really bad. But we got him anyway, so that's cool. Tengu Reaver resists. I wanted to find a corpse that I could animate. No such luck. And there's this thing. Alright, we're using quite a bit of teleport. We're running out. I'm going to end my transformation and walk away, since there's stuff was being summoned. Let's put up demissile again. And go up the stairs. Come back down. Go to staff form. We'll just punch this stuff to death. That's a little better. This character is an odd mix, which is, you know, to be expected. Because we don't want to be chasing things down in melee, especially while in staff form. But we also don't want to be we don't want to be like out of staff form eating a bunch of damage from Yaktars. I'll tell you what I really want. I want Simulacrum. And we have enough gold to afford it, so let's go get that Book of Unlife. A little bit of a questionable choice on Rue rather than Kiku, but we don't need anime skeleton anymore, and we have a few more amnesia, so let's drop that. Let me just look at these books for a second. Actually, Irradiate might be decent. Usually Irradiate is not, but we've been forced to train those two schools, which, I mean, the reason why it's not so good usually is not just because of the mutational contamination effect. It's because those are two awkward schools to learn at the same time. Portal projectile is a pretty good option. Control Undead. Actually, wait, Control Undead is on life, so we don't need that. We will get Control Undead. It can always be useful. Or it will always be useful at some point in the run. Death Channel is an option. Death Channel would let me do Vaults 5, actually. Maybe. But we would need more spell levels. Well, I want to keep Ice Beasts. Just because they block the path. But you know what? I'm gonna amnesia it off anyway. And I'll tell you why. I want to get Book of Beasts. Now, we can't afford it yet. I wanted to get Mana Vipers. That's okay. I also want to get Death Channel. But I can't afford that either, so what else can we get rid of? I haven't been using Confusion Touch, although I should be. So I'm not going to amnesia this off. Yara's is something I don't need, but it's useful. We're going to definitely use that in Elf when we do it, and we may do Elf next. So let's leave this how it is. I shouldn't have... I should not have amnesiaed that off just yet, but we're okay. I think we'll be fine. I'm not going to rememorize. I'm really trying to save my amnesia. See, if I'd had Mana Vipers, that would be really useful for, well, things like this. Oh no. What is happening with this invisible thing? This is bad. We could get double LCS'd. Or slowed. I'm gonna cause fear. There's another one. Oh, this is annoying. I guess I'm gonna draw a power. Banishment. You know, that's okay. I'd be fine with being banished right now. As long as I don't get double LCS'd. Oh, he does not want to die. There we go. Probably should have just simulacrumed here. Because, I mean, it is really, really good. They vaporize quickly, though, so we gotta do it in combat, which makes things a little bit awkward. Well, I don't have to use it in combat, but actually pulling it off in any short amount of, like, getting from one fight to another is kind of annoying or difficult. Wow, so many wizards. Right, why do I have my staff in my hand? Trying to melee with a staff in my hand, that doesn't work. Well, he tried to banish me, and ended up banishing himself. Control Undead did some work, by the way. You detect the charmed Shadow Wraith. That's funny, I didn't even know that was there. As for this thing, just gonna punch it until it's dead. Unfortunately, these human simulacrums really don't do much damage. I mean, one hit for 8 plus 18, it's not great. He does, in fact, have Paralyze. Confusing Touch is really, really good versus single targets. Really, I should be keeping it up all the time. So my verdict on the Gnoll so far is that they're good, they're powerful, but they're a little bit obnoxious to play. I don't think they're overpowered in their current iteration. Of course, they may change a lot. Who knows? I mean, I do think this is a significant improvement over the previous iterations. Although really it doesn't feel all that different from the original iteration, where the stats were not limited, and they had I think this was the original iteration, the one where they started out with like +6 aptitude and something, and then it dropped to +2 or +5, +4, +3, and then it went down to like minus. I think it went all the way down to -6 actually, depending on how high you went in the training of a particular skill. And the reality is that that's about the same thing that's happening here, because we're training everything, and it's going to slow down. It's going to slow down because the cost is rising, and we're training all this stuff at the same time. So the reality is that you're probably not gonna be casting level 9 spells or anything like that. I understand they're balanced around having 16 in every skill by Zot. So that's, you know, it's interesting. Wow, those simulacrums did not do any work. I'm actually going to Apocalypse. No, I'm not. I just used up my last mana. Well, enough mana to use it anyway. Let's get some AC with the sword. Wow, I'm playing with gas here. I do not have resistance. Yeah, we could die here. This is really, 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 really bad. Stupid warden. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I really shouldn't have stuck around for that. As soon as he locked the door, I should have been doing some different things. One reason this character feels so weak is the lack of resistances. I'm eating full damage from all this stuff. My AC isn't even that great when I'm out of stat form. I don't want to be in stat form in certain engagements because, well, it makes it very hard for me to get away. Okay, we have swappable RF now, so that's cool. But yeah, all in all, I don't even know if I want to be in this branch. But on the other hand, I don't really have anywhere else to go. Let's see if I can bolt of fire this guy to death. There we go. See, we're having trouble with what is essentially a basic orc pack. This is not so good. guess I can just try to keep simulacrums on me at all times. Well, we've got a kill hole here, basically. And he's confused, slow, not paralysis. So, yeah, okay. I'll do this. We can put up confusing touch and get some real work done. Oh, it's just another pack. See, once the engage, if the engage is good, you know, if I'm in a hallway fighting one thing at a time. Okay, we want to end the transformation so we have more MR. So we don't know if it's a paralysis guy yet. Two-headed ogres make pretty good simulacrums. Anything with multiple attacks. You want things that attack a lot. Unfortunately, they all melt. Yeah, fire giants. Oh man. Fire giants will just rapid fire stuff at you. Man, these orcs had to show up, didn't they? I power leapt there because I wanted to virtually guarantee my escape. Walking up to that giant was maybe not the best idea. He could have fireballed me several times while I was in staff form due to my slowness. Okay, here we are. Here's a ghost. I will try to duke it out with this guy. Use confusing touch. Not quite working, is it? He gets confused, but he kind of wanders away from me. So yeah, okay, that works. Just had to get a few good RNG swings. That is a lot of wizards. We are not going to fight all that at once. That's crazy. Swap on RN or RF plus. These guys aren't so bad if I have RF. Well, if I get this book, I would have Dispel Undead, and I would have it online at 1%. So we could do Crypts, and it would be more or less a fair, free branch. We do have 6 spell levels left. Oh wait, can I afford Mana Vipers? No, I cannot. I can get Death Channel though. And while it's going to be slightly annoying to use, we are going to use it nonetheless. Now this is something that will actually be very, very, very helpful. Almost forgot that I have Yaras. Spectral Default Archer does the work. Got a little bit of a kill hole here, so why don't we... Well, let's reset the fight. Unfortunately, we will not get spectral things out of jellies. They don't leave them. Certain things don't leave terribly great ghosts, or spectral things, I should say. Anything where the derived undead is not great on other things like zombies, skeletons, simulacrums are going to leave crappy spectral things like these elves. Hit for 8 damage. But they do drain. So that's cool. Okay, we could get LRD'd here. So let's end transformation. There's a bunch of stone around me, so I really want to rest up. I don't want to be walking around with 76 hit points next to LRDable stone. Alright, he can LRD my simulacrums as well. Let's stat form this. Oh boy. I was hoping that wouldn't be the kind of thing that's around here. Still, I was hoping the floor was clear enough that not too much stuff would come. But we've got an Annihilator. I'm gonna Apocalypse. Thankfully we had Spectral Things up, or Death Channel. So we get a nice little army. Let's bolt through this stuff. Maybe kill this other... I'm going to take a step back and let my spectral things kill that. No big corpses, oddly enough. Again, we'll bolt. Okay, good. We kill the Annihilator. Okay, we get some very nice spectral things in the form of the Stone Giants.
Dude, this thing claims I have mail.
Oh, whoops. I forgot to turn my phone off here. Alright. Anyway, we'll just let our minions do this. We're kind of low on mana. As you can see, the Stone Giant Simulacrum does insane damage. It's only one attack, but the damage is predicated upon its base damage, I believe. And the Spectral Things, they do their base damage for Derived Undead. I mean, it drops some. The base is 45 for a Stone Giant. It's 36 for the Spectral version. Still quite good. Alright, I don't want to be facing this with Vuln Ice. Let's put up D channel. Take control of this Vault Warden Simulacrum. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be a whole gaggle of things in here. Ugly things make really good simulacrums. Really, it's just the basic humans that you want to watch out for. You're not going to get much mileage out of them. Humans and elves, I mean. So we're not going to do Vaults 5 just yet. This character is just not quite ready for it. I probably could do it, but we're missing... Well, we only have one teleport, we have 0 blink, so I'm just not so sure. Oh, we found... air. Book of Air. Probably worth memorizing Swiftness, especially since we don't have Pog. Lightning Bolt even might be a good move. If we could get double zaps, that would be great. Really incredible damage if both hit. Let's finish out this floor. Hopefully having less trouble than we've had for the rest of this. Oh, a manual. We could actually be good at something. For some reason it's priced at 4,000 gold though, which is kind of ludicrous. Probably not going to be paying for that this game. Because instead we would rather have this potion of heal wounds, potion of curing, and then we'll mark this other stuff down to buy as well. I put up death channels so we could kill these things and have minions. Good ones. Hopefully these guys don't become fire or cold. Okay, I'm gonna go back into staff form. Thought we were gonna be okay, but apparently not. If I just keep D channel up the entire floor, I should be able to walk around with a pretty huge army. Intelligence. We're actually rather poisoned from me sitting next to those green ugly things for so long. But that's fine because we become immune in statue form. Well, that didn't work. Big chance of paralyze, 8%, so it's Apocalypse. I could have turned statue form off and brought that to 1%, but I really just wanted to eliminate the threat since I foolishly let the Convoker do Word of Recall. Is there really not a single corpse here? Here we go. Oh yeah. Really wanted to make good use of Simulacrum here. When you can do it, it's great. The problem is that it's, I don't know, the spell seems really aimed at Kiku worshippers. If you're not going Kiku, then it might not work out so well for you. Nice. Spectral things take out the Shadow Dragon. We're gonna try this chainmail on. We're gonna identify it actually. It's not very good. Put on Ring of Fire for this. I'll fear this stuff just to get the Convoker out of the way for now. Wow, this isn't... Okay, there we go. I wanted to kill that one guy. And then apparently I lost my D channel. I didn't realize it. It's okay, we can Apocalypse if need be. Okay, the Word of Recall wasn't that bad. Why don't we just let our spectral things handle this? Yeah, he's Word of Recalling again. I'm leaving. We'll close the store, we'll blink, we'll turn off the transformation so I move faster. And we'll just kinda go this way. Close the door again, blink. Close the door again, blink. That's one way to get some... You know, it's kind of like a... It lets you get some distance. It's like a ghetto version of the controlled blink spell. Where did that Entropy Weaver come from? Comes into view. I guess he must have walked around the corner. Okay. see a scarf. With any luck, it'll be resistance. No, we're not going to use Spirit Shield. As much as I would like the extra hit points, we're having enough problems running out of mana. But yeah, I may in fact turn off Simulacrum. Amnesia, I mean. Just because, like, the chances of being able to use it in a fight where it's strictly necessary, or even where it would help. I mean, yeah, it helped here. We got the Deep Troll Simulacrum, but the truth is they just don't last very long. I'm kind of hoping the spell gets a slight boost on the length that they stick around, but it's so powerful that almost wouldn't be balanced. So it's kind of hard to say. Oh, we've had Ring of Fire on this whole time. Whoops. No, we want it on for this fight. Interesting chainmail. I could end up using that. The boots, not so much. I mean, I just have flying boots right now, but yeah, I don't need our poise. I don't really need those stat boosts as much as they'd be kind of nice. And they're only +0. I'm going to put them on the list just in case, because I don't like walking around with flying boots. So I am tempted. But we have so many better uses for our gold, is the thing. I mean, I would buy that and wear it in a heartbeat, probably, if I had 4 million gold, or if I had nothing else I wanted to buy. But we're really at a loss. We're at a, you know, we're having a shortage of gold. It's a demonologist. Let's make sure D channel is up. Oh, that's funny. Did he just... Yeah, he just banished himself. Oh, that's cute. That's one guy I don't have to deal with. I really like it when that happens. Okay. As well as 4. Now, as for the gold situation, I really don't know what we're going to buy, what we're going to focus on. I would love to have that manual of pole arms, because then this character could actually specialize in something a little bit. But I really, like I said, I don't think that's going to happen. If we find acquirement, I guess I could acquire gold. That might be a good thing for once. It's not usually the right choice, but it might be this time. I'm going to enchant up this cloak. I should have done that a while ago. Okay. We have our core available. And I could, like, pop on Ice Dragon Scales, I guess. For RC++. If I wanted to go take out Slime. And we could kind of focus on killing things with Bolt of Magma. And that would probably work out okay in there. Swapping on our core and our magic whenever necessary. We do have 10 potions of curing now. Let's see what our casting is like in IDA. If we can still cast an IDA, we will probably go into slime. Otherwise, we'll probably go into elf. Okay. Okay, we can still cast Bolt of Magma and IDA. Now, Death Channel is useless in there. Simulacrum is useless in there. So we may consider amnesiaing some of that off. Death Channel was semi-useful in Vaults, but its usefulness kind of drops off after that. It's really handy in Zot, I guess, if you want to get an army of Draconians just for meat around you. And it's actually it's pretty good in depths, come to think of it. So maybe I shouldn't amnesia that off. Simulacrum, though, man, it's just kind of too situational. I always find myself thinking, wow, I have Simulacrum, I'm good to go. But if you're not worshipping Kiku, it's just not the same. So yeah, we're gonna amnesia that off, which feels like a really big shame. It's a little bit awkward playing this game under these conditions with the Gnoll stuff. Man, how are we gonna kill TRJ though? Is the question. We don't have evocations. We do have Needles of Confusion. We do not have a throwing net. My throwing is not high enough to confuse TRJ anyway without an enchanted blowgun, which we don't have. So can we even kill TRJ? We can definitely kill our way to TRJ, but can we kill TRJ? Well, I could always do haste, might, agility, and do the melee route. You know, I do have lots of scrolls of summoning, so I think we can kill TRJ. And we have 7 spell levels left, so if I need to memorize something, I can, since I just got rid of Simulacrum. But it doesn't look like it. Alright, well, I'm going to cut the video here. Next time we'll go into slime. The plan is going to be to do the basic melee quaff, haste, resistance, agility, might, and we're probably going to try to melee him to death. And I'll decide on what weapon I want to use. We have a few options. Probably the Demon Trident of Draining, but maybe something else. But until then, until next time, I am signing out.